Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Monster High G3, and this video is about a specific theme, and it would be Monster High G3 hate. I always wanted to do this video, and today I saw a video on my TikTok For You page where some guys said that they hate Monster High G3, and 500k people seem to agree, which is absolutely crazy that this video almost had like 500,000 likes, and so many people hate G3 for honestly no reason, and it's so annoying. So today I wanted to talk about this topic, and I wanted to talk about stuff why G3 is good. So I would say we're gonna get started with this video and make things clear. At first, I want to make things clear that everyone can have their own opinions, but it's just actually crazy because there's so many different things why people seem to hate G3. One thing would be the Monster High live action, and then they say they look all super ugly and they would never wear that, and that the ghouls from G1 will hate the G3 ghouls, and they all getting so much body shaming in this community, like all the dolls and characters, and it's just so weird and such a bad behavior in my opinion, because you hate about a doll with a specific body shape, and you do know that there are people out there with the same exact body shape, and you know that you're hurting people's feelings, and you still talk about dolls that look like them in that way, which is just not good, and then you're just a really bad person to me. And to talk about the fact that the G1 ghouls would hate the G3 ghouls, and I need to say this is absolutely not true, because if you ever watch Monster High, especially G1, you should accept everyone with their freaky flaws, and they will all love the G3 ghouls. I just can't say that. The G1 ghouls would never hate on anyone, and if you hate G3, I just say it, I think you were never really fan of G1, to be honest. And I think if you're a hater for G3, you're just really blinded by nostalgia, and this is also a really big problem, and it's just super annoying. Like, look at some of their outfits. I think they all look absolutely stunning, and I will promise you all, if this outfit was on a G1 doll, everyone will love it. And I see so many videos when people put Monster High G3 dolls in G1 clothes, they say, oh, it's just the clothes, not the bodies, or stuff like that, which is absolutely not true. I promise you all, if you will take a G1 doll and put them in a G3 outfit, they will love it. They wouldn't say a thing about it, especially when they're not doll collectors and just random people that watch one Monster High movie when they're like 7 years old and say they hate G3 for no reason. It's just super annoying, to be honest, and I really wish people would stop hating on Monster High G3. Like, first of all, it is not for you. Second of all, they're absolutely gorgeous, and I need to say the lore for G3, especially the Nickelodeon show, is actually so incredible good. We have this incredible good storyline with Claudine being half human, half monster, and then there is her mom that is in a parallel universe, which is actually super dangerous, and Claudine does everything to get her mom freed from this universe, and it's so crazy because they're all the weird animals in this show can turn into humans, but Claudine can turn into a human or monster, every time she wants because she has this special necklace and is a special monster. And the lore behind the show is actually so good. And I really enjoy the show. I think every single second of the show is so amazing and interesting. Sadly, it got cancelled. I think because of Mattel and Nickelodeon couldn't agree on some stuff, which is actually pretty sad. The only bad thing I can say about the show is that the animation is not really advertising to sell dolls because they necessarily doesn't look really how can I say it, like fluent. They look kind of choppy and like Play-Doh kind of, if you know what I mean, like not really humanized or realistic. Like they don't need to look realistic, but sometimes it doesn't really fit into the doll market to sell dolls. But I love the show so much, and I think the designs on the show are really good. Just not really the animation style is really good for Monster High and dolls specifically. But the point is that so many people say that Monster High G3 is just bad, especially so many people say that G3 is bad because they're so colorful. Look at this. This is a G1 doll line, and there's so many more Monster High G1 doll lines where they're like super colorful, and so many people think that Monster High dolls were super goth and emo, but in reality, they were always colorful. I can't think about a single line specifically where they didn't had at least one colorful character. Even in the first wave, they had colorful characters. Like, for example, Cleo. She wears golden jumpsuit, mommy wraps with a golden top. Like, that's pretty colorful. And Claudine also wears purple and also black. Yeah, but in G3 they also wear black. But Monster High was never that dark like so many people remember. And I specifically talk about non-doll collectors hating on G3 because they have actually no idea about Monster High G1. You could show them probably some G3 dolls and they would say it is G1, like some newer ones. Like, I don't really know why they're hating on G3, especially if they're not interested in buying dolls. And don't even get me started on the comments on Monster High videos. Please bring back G1. Are you serious? G1 actually never really left the earth because Monster High G1 dolls are always getting sold, kind of. They were like 3 years not being sold in some places, but you can always order them online. They're even getting more dolls online right now. We have the pre-productions, we have the collector dolls, and all of that, but they don't care because all they want is just G1 because G3 is just bad, but they don't even know that G1 still exists. They just ignore the fact and think G3 is the only stuff and are super annoyed that kids these days can enjoy their doll line that they grew up with in a different way. And so many people are just haters for no reason for that because there's so many G1 dolls online that you can buy for a reason. Real drama dolls, they cost as much as a Monster High Ultimate Secret G3 doll. So if you want to collect G1, you can buy them. And all of these people are just hating because it is G3 and they aren't even attracted to G1 dolls because they wouldn't buy them either and are just blinded by nostalgia and are just hating because it is new. Because so many people just hate on stuff because it is new, which is actually crazy that there's so many people out there that are thinking like that, and it's just really absolutely annoying. And really, the worst thing about this all is the body shaming that goes around for some Monster High dolls, especially Katie Noir or Draculaura or Abby. it's just really, really sad to see all of that. And no one really think about the fact that there are really people out there with the same body type. It's just really sad that some people are saying these things, and I will never forgive anyone to say stuff like that. I grew up with so many people bullying me because of my body, and it's just really sad to see all of that and see the hate for the G3 ghouls. And it's just really sad because G1 told us all to accept everyone with their freaky flaws. And it's just really sad to see all the G3 hate. It got less, which I'm glad about, and I hope it will disappear at some point. And I really hope G3 will last a long, long time. And I do think they're doing really good right now. The sales are really good for Monster High G3 right now. So I do think they will continue for a longer time. I hope for at least 3 years now, still. But I honestly wish they will last forever because in my opinion, it is kind of the best Monster High generation, and I also grew up with G1 and I love G1 with all my heart. But I think G3 are doing so much good things for this world, and I think they're so amazing. So I wish Monster High G3 hate would stop someday, but it probably will never go away, but I wish it would. The last thing I want to talk about is people hating on Pink Lagoona. Leave my girl alone. Lagoona looks so good in pink. She's stunning. I love Pink Lagoona. She's so cute. And I do think people don't know that G1 Lagoona never sold that well because of her color and her storyline with Gil. People really never cared for Lagoona as a child, especially Childs. She just was never really a good seller for Mattel. And they also tested these dolls on children before putting on shelves, and kids said they like Pink Lagoona more, so they made her pink, of course. And I also think that Pink Lagoona is superior, and I do still like Blue Lagoona from G1, but I really do think that Lagoona in G3 looks just a bit better for me, and I also think that she's a better seller than G1 Lagoona because she's getting much more recognition from people, especially in the community, from people who actually love Monster High and collect Monster High dolls. So I loved G3 Lagoona. I love her pink skin. She's so cutesy, and I will never tolerate G3 Lagoona hate and G3 hate in general. I really hope that Monster High G3 hate will stop at some point. I really didn't want to hurt anyone in this video, but I really do think G3 hate should stop, and you should stop body shaming these dolls because you need to remember that there are people out there that have the same body type as these dolls and feel connected to them. And it's just really not good to hate about stuff just because it is new. And please just stop it. But I really, really hope you enjoyed this new episode of Doll Yapping. I really wanted to talk about this topic, and I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. If so, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to check me out on my other social media accounts, Instagram and TikTok, Tickets for Some Motion. And yeah, guys, have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.